You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Limbs from Air are the AC pros, keeping you cool when it matters most. Quality service on your plumbing too. Let Limbs from take great care of you. Yeah, I love those guys.
Our stories are everything. Where we come from, the journey that makes us. Our life stories are who we are today. This is Sean Dunn, and I'm proud to announce I may have just found a diamond worthy of your story, your love story. A natural diamond whose origin is backed by blockchain and traced from where it was forged by Mother Nature billions of years ago. You can see it in its raw form, how it was shaped into that gorgeous sparkling diamond dancing on her finger. This specially curated selection of diamonds is not only breathtakingly beautiful, but they're also doing something amazing. They're creating jobs and opportunities where diamonds are a natural resource. What better way to mark the beginning of your lives together than with a diamond that withstood the test of time and makes a positive impact? Find a diamond worthy of your love story only at J.R. Dunn Jewelers.
J.R. Dunn.
4210 North Federal Highway in Lighthouse Point.
This is Lucinda Kay, and of course, this is a tax season. So we're talking to Lisa Green-Lewis. She's a CPA with TurboTax. She's the expert.
A recent TurboTax poll powered by Harris Quest DIY found that over 1/2 of 18 to 24-year-olds and 1/3 of 25 to 34-year-olds don't know the tax deadline, April 15th. At TurboTax, we offer the latest in personalized, done-for-you tax filing for both consumers and small businesses. Visit TurboTax.com today for fast, easy, and stress-free filing.
It's Kim Camper here. Listen, I know football, but Ed Morris knows cars. And when it comes to luxury vehicles, Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac has over 22 acres of inventory to choose from, all backed by Morris. Click EdMorrisSawgrassCadillac.com.
Get your revenge body by summer with Future Health.
Future Health Weight Loss.
Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio app. WINCA in Miami. WMIB FM HD2 Fort Lauderdale. Free never sounded so good.
1-0 pitch. Stowers cracks that one out to center and deep. Siri is back. He looks up and it's gone. The Marlins waste no time. Kyle Stowers with a 2-run shot, and they take a 2-0 lead in the first.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck.
2-1. That kicks away from Rodriguez. Hill breaks for the plate. There will be no throw. And on a wild pitch, the Marlins walk it off again. 1-2. Conine lifts out to left field. Tommy Pham working back to the warning track. So is Sawinski. They look up and it's gone. Griffin Conine to left center. And we're tied at 2 in the 7th.
Marlins on deck. Brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Strong.
Well, nice job, Ricardo. Welcome from Lone Depot Park with a rubber match on the way on another 79-degree green light in paradise. The roof and the walls are open, and we're ready to bring you some baseball from Lone Depot Park. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio, game 15 of 162. The Marlins will go for their second series win of the season. And this afternoon, we bring you the final game of this 3-game set between the 6-8 Washington Nationals and your 7-7 Miami Marlins. Awesome matchup on the mound. It'll start with Mackenzie Gore, who has punched out 25 batters in 17 innings. He'll make his fourth start of 2025 for Davey Martinez's Nationals. Clayton McCullough will hand the ball over to his eldest starter, 30-year-old right-hander from Canada, Cal Quantrill, who's looking to build off his 5-inning shutout in Atlanta 2 Fridays ago. It all starts at 1:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. What is going on, everyone? Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon with Jack McMullen and 4-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson. I'm Steven Strom. Got a cool show for you ahead. We'll hear from Sandy Alcantara yesterday. He did get his second win of the season. Matt Mervis, another home run, 4 in 5 games. We'll play the walk-off interview or the victory interview from yesterday. We'll get you out of the count with Mackenzie Gore and Cal Quantrill per usual. Jack will jump in for some banter. X-Bowl question of the day at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. Well, yesterday, Sandy didn't have his best stuff, but after 10 days of rest and the emotion of adding his first daughter and second child to his family, he did what every manager wants his starter to do every fifth day. Give your team a chance. 5 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs later. Sandy did that. He earned his second win of the year. Here was the Sandman after his outing.
Yeah, it's not how I want it, but at the end of the day, we win. So that's what we always looking for. And, just keep getting better, like always.
What aspects were you unhappy with?
Walks, so I'm the guy who like to compete, who don't like to walk anyone, but today I walked 4 people. So I just got to focus on my next bullpen, and try to get more ahead on the count.
What do you attribute that to?
So I think they just being more like patient on the plate, so they make me throw a lot of pitch down the sun, but, we can give some credit to them. They was very patient on the plate today.
Only the 12 fastballs, just why the low amount of fastballs today?
Because I wasn't have my best command on my fastball today, but I still have my command on my 2-seam, so in my slider. And today I throw a couple cutters, so I think it was great.
How are you feeling physically?
Getting better back day by day, so let's see in my next outing when they increase my pitch count.
Clayton McCullough, what did you think of Sandy's start?
It's not how I want it, but at the end of the day, we win. So that's what we always looking for. And
I thought Sandy was, he came out sure. I think even there was a lot of misses that were just, he was really, really around the zone very well. I mean, there was a lot of close pitches that, he just didn't get. So I thought they had a pretty good approach. They're probably, trying to see him up some and probably, giving him the bottom. But he kept going after it there. And so I think what Sandy does is, get us into a part in the game where he helps shorten it, and we're able to score some runs behind him. So especially off a little bit of a layoff, to come back and stuff looked good. I thought a lot of his misses were of high quality. So I think all in all, in that one inning where they got some traffic and scored some runs there, kind of in the middle, he did a good job of getting some ground balls when he needed to, and again getting us deep into the game where we could shorten it with the pen.
All right, so that was Clayton McCullough on Sandy's start. And everyone, I mean, you'd be the first to say Sandy didn't have his A stuff, but he still gave his team a chance to win. And give Clayton McCullough credit. I mean, outside of Max Meyer, no one has been in the position to go out for the 6th inning, to complete a 6th inning and to get a quality start. Clayton McCullough and company did give Sandy the opportunity. He just, again, he was missing. Even his first inning, it was 18 pitches. But if you're C stuff, you give him 5 1/3, and I think he ended yesterday. Let's see here. Yesterday afternoon against the Washington Nationals, he limited the Nats to 4 runs on 5 hits. The 4 walks Sandy talked about. He doesn't like to walk guys in 5 2/3. Again, if that's the standard here, I mean, it is what it is. I thought Sandy, emptied the tank yesterday. He gave his team a chance to win. And, the Marlins had a nice offensive day. They got to Trevor Williams, and here we are, an opportunity to win a series and get to 8-7 on the year. So, again, more to come with Sandy. I know there's more left in there. He's coming off Tommy John. You got to give him some time. But all in all, that was Sandy's thoughts on yesterday. Wasn't particularly happy, but was satisfied with the win. Clayton McCullough continues to see just growth every single start with Sandy Alcantara. We'll break here. One of the hottest hitters on this team, Matt Mervis, 4 home runs in 5 games. We'll hear him next as we get you ready for a 140 first pitch series finale between the Nationals and the Marlins right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Visit Miccosukee.
Extra base hit in a Marlins uniform. First pitch, Mervis crushes out to right. Kelnick is back. He's looking up, and it's into the chop house and gone. Matt Mervis with the tone setter in the first. A 2-run homer, and the Marlins up 2-0 right away. Serving as the backup catcher right now. 1-1. Now on a bouncing ball over to third base. Paulie has it on to second for 1. On to first in time for the double play. Nearly a shift beater. The lefty bat Baldwin bounced one over to typical shortstop positioning. That's where Graham Paulie was.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And there's the first Major League RBI for Liam Hicks. Have a night. And the Marlins lead 3-0.
Baseball season is 18.
There's another drive by Mervis, deep to right field. That ball is gone and way out of here. Have a night, Matt Mervis. His second homer as a Marlin. A solo shot here in the top of the 7th.
Whoa. Family looking on. They're loving it. 104 off the bat, 421 feet to right center field. Mervis in Miami. Start to dig it.
A lot of firsts for you today. You had your first extra base hit, your first RBI, your first caught stealing, your first multi-hit game. Which one was your favorite?
Probably first win behind the plate. I'd say that's the most important. So I'd say that was my first, that was the most important thing to me, and I was really happy with that.
What if I told you last year you were in Double-A, that a year later you would be navigating this lineup, shutting them out with the help of your pitchers, of course, and having an offensive game like you had today?
It'd be pretty hard to believe you, to be honest. I know what I'm capable of, but obviously that's a little, you wouldn't really believe it. But yeah, I mean, awesome job by the pitching staff. Just absolutely total confidence in them. Throw any pitch, anytime. It's really fun.
Let's get into Cal, because Cal bounced back in a big way.
To pitch. That one hit well. Out to right field. Call is back, and it's gone. It's not a road thing anymore. Welcome home, Matt Mervis.
Well, Matt Mervis smashed his 4th home run in the last 5 games yesterday. He was with me post-game after the victory, talking his approach at the plate and being able to bounce back after a loss. Marlins now 5-2 following a defeat.
Honestly, there's been a lot of frustration after a couple of losses where we feel like they're games we should have won. Especially yesterday, we were up early. They put together a really good inning and ended up cashing in with a big double. But in our dugout, it feels like we had opportunities to add on. And it's a game that we feel like we should win and we expect to win. So it's easy to show up the next day with some fire, ready to go.
Your offense packed a punch today, including yourself. 4 home runs now in the last 5 games. When was the last time you felt this locked in?
Yeah, I feel good. I couldn't tell you the last time. It's been, definitely not last year, so over a year. It's a credit to the hitting coaches. Really, I put in a lot of work with them. I really like what we're doing, and I'm just happy the results are here.
You grew up in the D.C. area. What's the emotion like facing your childhood team?
It's cool. It's really cool. I was a big fan all the way through college before I signed. My senior year of college was the Nationals World Series in 2019. So, not a lot of those guys are still here, but it's still the organization. So it's cool playing against them. I'm excited to go to DC, but it's cool playing them here too.
Last one for you, Merv. What did you like today about your team's offensive approach?
Relentless, up and down the order. I know we got 2 hits out of Pauly in the 9-hole. Hicks, he had a hit. D Hill's putting pressure on the guys in the 8-hole. So, 1 through 9, you see lineups like the Dodgers or whoever where there's big name guys 1 through 9. With us, we don't have the big names, but every at bat matters to every guy in this dugout. So, we're not going to give up any easy outs.
All right, so that was Matt Mervis yesterday. He is not in the lineup this afternoon against the lefty Mackenzie Gore, but Matt Mervis has really, like we talked about, packed an offensive punch for this team. He now has 4 home runs on the season, which leads the team. He's got 4 home runs in his last 5 games. And Matt Mervis is a guy that's going to go through stretches where he is going to look like this, where he is just – and yesterday, on an 0-2 count, by the way, against Trevor Williams, to take that changeup low in the zone and pull it to right field. It just shows the pure strength that Matt Mervis has. It's been exciting to watch him play. He is available off the bench. Again, he is not going to be in the lineup. He is facing off against the southpaw Mackenzie Gore, but available in a late pinch-hitting situation for Clayton McCullough's Miami Marlins. We'll see if Mervis can continue his offensive success. We'll see if the Marlins are up for the challenge here this afternoon against Mackenzie Gore. He is second in the league in punch-outs. He punched out he's the first pitcher, by the way, this is insane. He became the 10th pitcher in Major League Baseball history since 1900 to punch out 13 on opening day. Mackenzie Gore is going to be tough. We'll preview that matchup on the mound coming up next. Mackenzie Gore, Cal Quantrill, 140 first pitch, back in 2 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
And pitch from McGill.
That one ripped on the ground, up the gut. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Stowers. He's getting the run around. Taylor's throw coming home, cut off, and it's an RBI single for Matt Mervis. The Marlins are on the board. Yeah,
being around that every day.
First pitch here to Nick Fortes. That one is lofted into left field. Nimmo coming on. The runners are on the move. Nimmo can't get there, and it gets past him. Nimmo, that thing just died in the grass, but Bride does come in to score, and Nick Fortes loops an RBI single into shallow left field. It's 2-0 Fish. That run is charged to McGill, but the Marlins are capitalizing on the infield grass. Everybody else, their entry step takes them in. Next pitch, Bride lines through the right side. That's a base hit. Edwards comes in to score, and that has to feel so good for Jonah Bride. Not only is it 3-0 Marlins, that's his third hit of the year, and that snaps a really tough skid for him. Meyer, runner on the move. Jonah off and running. Matt Mervis lifts one high in the air out to right. Soto back at the track, and it's gone. Matt Mervis sent one in the sky, and let's see how far it goes. That one just over the wall in right, a 2-run homer, and the Marlins take a 5-0 lead in the top of the 9th inning.
Yeah, I mean, can't really describe it. It was great. Stowers at bat before to move X over and X tagging up on the play. I mean, I think that made a huge difference. Get that guy on third for me and make the job easier. So, good.
Your manager puts you in the 3 spot today, and you were 2 for 28 coming into this game. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, jeez.
Stowers just gave Jonah 2 cold waters on a 40-degree day.
Oh, no, feel like you said, Clayton put me in the 3-hole. I mean, all along, I mean, obviously.
GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, this is Kyle Stowers, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, thank you, Kyle Stowers. He continues to just pummel the ball. He will play in right field and bat third in this lineup against the southpaw Mackenzie Gore. Great to have you aboard on a Sunday afternoon. Happy Palm Sunday to all that celebrate. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and 4-time World Series champion Jeff Nelson is with us. Fox Sports 940. Carlos back in the studio. Again, great to have you aboard for this rubber match series finale. Marlins looking to capture their second series win of 2025. Let's get you ahead of the count. We'll start here with Mackenzie Gore. I previewed it, teasing you into the next segment. 26-year-old southpaw is in the zone right now. He comes in to Sunday afternoon, 1-1 at 2.65 ERA over 17 innings pitched, 3 starts. He has 25 punch-outs in 17 innings. That's the third most in Major League Baseball. He's in season 4 with Washington. Last year, in 2024, 10-12, a 3.90 ERA, 32 starts, 166 in the third innings pitched. If you look at Gore's splits the last couple of years, he just continuously improves in every category. In starts, in innings, in ERA, it continues to get better for the 26-year-old southpaw. He earned the win on Monday against the Los Angeles Dodgers. He allowed 2 runs on 5 hits over 6 innings. He K'd 7. His only blemish, this guy Ohtani hit a home run against him. I don't know if you know him. 2-run home run against Mackenzie Gore. Versus Miami career-wise, 2-1 at 2.22 ERA, 24 in a third innings pitch over 4 starts. He is 5th in the National League in strikeout to walk ratio. And I also said this in the last segment. He became the 10th pitcher in Major League Baseball's history since 1900 to punch out 13 batters on opening day, and he did it against a pretty good lineup in the Philadelphia Phillies. Gore will go opposite the 30-year-old Canadian right-hander set to make his 3rd start of the year, Cal Quantrill. He comes into the contest 1-1 with a 6 ERA over 11 innings pitched. He was clinical on Saturday in Atlanta. He earned the win, tossed 5 shutout. It was the 18th time in his career he pitched 5 shutout innings. This will be the 3rd time Cal Quantrill is facing an NL East team. He opened up against the Mets, then he went to Atlanta. He will now play, of course, the Washington Nationals and start against the Nats this afternoon. He's made 3 career starts against Washington, 0-1, a 4.24 ERA in 17 innings pitched. He did face Washington last year twice. His first start, 6 innings, 3 runs. That's a quality start. And second start, goes for 5 frames and gave up just 2 runs. So 2 good starts against the Nats. Cal Quantrill will look to build off what he did 2 Fridays ago in Atlanta. 5 shutout. Mackenzie Gore, Cal Quantrill, that's your matchup on the mound at 140. We'll break. We got a lot to discuss with the one, the only Jack McMullen on the Marlins Radio Network.
Hey, it's the good
Ball
weekend
stadiums.
outdoor video board Las Vegas. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, left field. Will it stay up? Conine diving in the backhand. Did he catch it? He did. What a catch by Conine in left field. On the backhand, saves a run, and the Marlins get out of the inning. Wow. What a play by Griff.
Has at first. And the 1-1 from Holmes to Hicks. That one is peeled down the left field line. That's in for a base hit. Edwards comes in to score, and Conine right behind him. Nimmo picks it up and fires it in, but Liam Hicks peels a 2-run single down the left field line. Soft contact and walks. It's 2-0 Marlins in the first. 1-2. Hicks rolls one down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Pete Alonso takes it to the bag himself, but Conine comes in to score, and Lopez pushes to third base. So a productive RBI out for Liam Hicks. And it's 6-3 Mets in the sixth. 1-2. Hicks rolls one down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Pete Alonso takes it to the bag himself, but Conine comes in to score, and Lopez pushes to third base. So a productive RBI out for Liam Hicks. And it's 6-3 Mets in the sixth. On set at the belt. It is 1-1. Hill lifts that one out to center field and deep. Tyrone Taylor back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Derek Hill with a 2-run opposite field blast, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game. 6-5 New York in the sixth. That's Hill's first homer of the year. He is on the way. And that one is lifted out to left center field.
Call Loctite Impact now at 954-500-LOCK. That's 954-500-LOCK, or visit LoctiteImpact.com.
Stowers hits that one well, out to left center field. Jacob Young working back, track, wall. That's off the base of the wall. Stowers pulls into second base. X comes in to score, and another run for the Marlins with 2 men out. It's an RBI double for Kyle.
Those are always kind of big points, when you're able to cash in on some 2-out opportunities. What am I looking for here? Where am I looking for it? And what am I trying to do? So we hope it continues. It is nice when you're able to pick up some, 2-out RBIs, and those are hard to come by.
Well, maybe the Marlins can pretend like there's 2 outs all the time. When there's 0 outs, when there's 1 out, they have 25 of 54 of their total runs have come with 2 outs this season. It's been awesome to watch, and we heard Clayton McCullough discuss it in that rejoin. Nice job, Carlos, Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and Jeff Nelson. Marlins looking to win their second series of 2025. And, Jack, I got to give credit to Nelly because he did mention it. He said, man, the Marlins just continue to fight. They scratch, they claw with 2 outs. And sometimes you think an inning is dead after 1-2 goes out, but not for the Marlins. Again, 25 of 54 total runs have come with 2 outs.
Yeah, not the case whatsoever for the Marlins. And you know what? Credit this pesky team. I think that's the big thing. Like, this lineup, their identity right now, I understand their mantra is hit strikes hard, but their identity as a team, while the coaching staff says, they're still trying to find it, I think what we're finding out quickly is this is the youngest roster in Major League Baseball. It's the youngest lineup in Major League Baseball, and these guys all want to prove that they are Major League Baseball players, and they belong in a Major League uniform every single day. And so far, we've seen that from this lineup. Guys like Kyle Stowers, who frankly was not given a fair shake in Baltimore. Guys like Matt Mervis, who's not given a fair shake in Chicago. Like, we have plenty of guys that didn't get a true audition at the Major League level elsewhere. I think they're playing with a little chip on their shoulder right now, and we're seeing that. And I think it's best seen with 2 men out.
I totally agree. Peter Bennings has done a great job finding some gems in teams where, the positions were stacked. Look at a guy like Otto Lopez, too, in that Toronto system. Okay, Jack, we'll do weekend observations in a couple of minutes, but what's the path to victory for Miami and their second series win of the season?
That's a good question because the path is pretty rocky with Mackenzie Gore on the hill, right? Gore is one of the best left-handed pitchers in all of Major League Baseball at this point, and I think this guy is truly blossoming into being one of those next young pitching stars in Major League Baseball. From a pitch-by-pitch perspective, the key to victory and the key to a series win is jump on the fastball when you can, and righties need to get his changeup. The changeup is a pitch that has really struggled so far this year. Everything else has been awesome. Slider and curveball, those are some of the best breaking pitches in all of Major League Baseball. So from a pitch-by-pitch perspective, it's jump on the heater, jump on the changeup if you hit from the right side. And then in the macro, too, I'd say get to the bullpen as quickly as you possibly can. And Mackenzie Gore, while his stuff is great, this has been a guy over the last few years that has struggled to find the strike zone when you do apply pressure. So it's just a matter of applying pressure, and you're going to have to do it against the right pitches.
6 righties in the lineup for Clayton McCullough's Miami Marlins. Let's get to our weekend observations. I'll start here, Jack. I got to highlight a guy that is in the lineup. He's playing third. The guy plays everywhere. He's going to bat 8th here this afternoon. Javier Sanoja.
Yeah.
He's had a nice couple of games here. The last 5, though, in particular, hitting .357, 5 hits, over 14 ABs. He's a guy that can play everywhere. And again, he is speedy, man. He put down a bunt, and it wasn't even a contest. I just like what Javier Sanoja brings defensively, but another guy offensively that puts the ball in play. I like Javier.
I totally understand that, and I'm going to take you another way. My big weekend observation, Kyle Stowers is playing as good a baseball as we've seen maybe from him at the major league level.
Yep.
Like, I'm kind of clumping in his time in Baltimore as well. Like, this guy, we talked about it. He struggled in Baltimore, and he struggled a little bit after the trade last year too. But this guy, he said to us yesterday that his timing, he just feels like he's right, and he's shooting the ball down the right field line. I think Kyle is swinging as good a bat as maybe we've ever seen from him.
Yep.
So that's my big one. And also, welcome back to the Miami Marlins, Rob Brantley. It's been a dozen years, but Rob Brantley is the starting catcher for your Fighting Fish today.
How about that? Rob Brantley, again, he is backing up Liam Hicks. He is going to start today. And I guess we kind of figured this with the afternoon game. We played a mid-afternoon game yesterday, but Liam Hicks has gotten the majority, especially with Fortes out. But this is interesting now. Rob Brantley, happy for him. He's been around the team on the taxi squad. He deserves a chance, and he's going to be prepared.
No doubt. I mean, Rob has been he's almost been like an extension of the coaching staff, and
Yep.
he has been on every trip as well. He was, in New York. He was in Atlanta. So Brantley is ready to go. And while he hasn't logged an official at-bat since the exhibition game against the Yankees, that was on Tuesday when opening day was on Thursday, March 27th. So he hasn't really hit in a game setting since, March 25th. This guy is seeing every
He did hit a
single
home run
pitcher's-
in spring training. I will
He
say.
did
I'm
hit a
not
home
calling.
run
I'm
in
not,
spring
yeah, I'm
training.
not doing the yard card today.
But what I will say is, like, this guy has been getting at-bats, quote-unquote, against so many guys during their bullpen sessions. I mean, he's getting a ton of live at-bats.
He saw Yuri a couple
in
times.
bullpens.
Yeah, he's getting some good reps.
He's getting some great reps. So I don't think Brantley is going to need to shake off much rust whatsoever today.
So it's going to be the eldest pitcher on this team, or
Yeah.
the starting pitcher at least, and the eldest position player. So a combined age of 65? Is that what we're looking at with Cal and Rob Brantley, 35-year-old? We'll see
Yeah.
what some wisdom
I
can
think-
bring to this team.
I
Some
think
wittiness.
Combination of Quantrill and Brantley could be collecting some Social Security at this
There you
point. So good for them.
Very good, Jack McMullen. We'll break here. We'll get our Expo question, Steve's guarantee. Then we'll play some baseball right here on the Marlins Radio Network. At Lone Depot.
Their outdoor video board, Las Vegas. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, left field. Will it stay up? Conine diving in the backhand. Did he catch it? He did. What a catch by Conine in left field. On the backhand, saves a run, and the Marlins get out of the inning. Wow. What a play by Griff.
Has at first. And the 1-1 from Holmes to Hicks. That one is peeled down the left field line. That's in for a base hit. Edwards comes in to score, and Conine right behind him. Nimmo picks it up and fires it in, but Liam Hicks peels a 2-run single down the left field line. Soft contact and walks. It's 2-0 Marlins in the first. 1-2. Hicks rolls one down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Pete Alonso takes it to the bag himself, but Conine comes in to score, and Lopez pushes to third base. So a productive RBI out for Liam Hicks. And it's 6-3 Mets in the sixth. 1-2. Hicks rolls one down the first base line. That is a fair ball. Pete Alonso takes it to the bag himself, but Conine comes in to score, and Lopez pushes to third base. So a productive RBI out for Liam Hicks. And it's 6-3 Mets in the sixth. On set at the belt. It is 1-1. Hill lifts that one out to center field and deep. Tyrone Taylor back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Derek Hill with a 2-run opposite field blast, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game. 6-5 New York in the 6th. That's Hill's first homer of the year. He is on the way. And that one is lifted out to left center field. Conine got a good break. Conine drifting back. So is Hill. Derek Hill dives, and Hill makes the catch. Derek Hill, a full extension dive on the warning track in left center field, lays out to make the grab and save 3 more runs. A phenomenal catch.
Are you kidding me?
For Game 3, the series finale between the Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Mackenzie Gore will go opposite Cal Quantrill. Cal had a really nice start in Atlanta about 2 Fridays ago. He goes 5 shutout. We'll hope he can carry that over into this game this afternoon against the Nationals. Let's get to our X-Poll question of today at Marlins Radio. Jack, you got it for us, right? What do we got here?
I got you. Who leads the Miami Marlins in batting average during home games this year at Lone Depot Park? You would think, oh, maybe the usual suspects, right?
Sure.
X. It's not the case.
Okay, make sure to vote.
Yep. Who is the leader in batting average in home games at Lone Depot Park this year?
All right, Carlos, let's get to Steve's guarantee.
Batter up. Batter up.
Let's play some ball.
First pitch is moments away. Time now for Steve's Guarantees.
I got Rob Brantley hitting 3. No, I'm kidding. I got Javier Sanoja, who I talked about in my weekend observations. Sanoja puts the ball in play. He does not strike out. He provides the versatility that this team needs defensively. He's going to play third this afternoon. I like Javier Sanoja to lengthen the lineup and get 2+ hits against Mackenzie Gore and company. And once he gets on base, he has to cause havoc. Excited to see a little bit more playing time for Javier Sanoja. I like him to have 2+ hits. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Jeff Nelson, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.
ADT is the official